Hi, I'm Evan Davis, host for the Celebrity Corner. And my guest today, by the way, is a tribute artist, someone you know and love, and you'll hear a lot more about him. Gary Anthony.
Hi,
how are you?
I'm doing marvelous.
I know. I have a whole bunch of questions here, but I'm going to start with one that we talked about, so we weren't going to. Tell me about the dating game that you were on.
Oh, dating game. I was 19 years old. I borrowed somebody's jacket because then it was too big on me. But basically, I won. I went on, and I sang "Fly Me to the Moon," obviously, and then of course she liked that, so I win.
Did you marry her?
No.
Okay.
Actually, in those days, we had chaperones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wanted to date the chaperone rather than a date.
I got you there. Where are you from? Where?
Oh, okay. I always say Hoboken via LA, but actually Los Angeles.
Oh, okay. That's
born
good.
and raised.
Yeah. How'd you get to Vegas?
Well, oh gosh, I by horse and buggy.
Yeah. In those days, I mean, that's to show you.
Yeah. No, actually, I moved here in '94. I got tired of performing for all the stars of Hollywood. Didn't get me anywhere. So I said bye to Hollywood, and I came to Vegas in '94.
Yeah. Now, you consider yourself a tribute artist, correct?
In my world, when you call yourself a celebrity impersonator, that's when I book corporates. They're looking for celebrity impersonators.
Okay.
But when I do theaters and I do live performance, it's tribute artists.
Right. And tribute of
Frank Sinatra,
okay.
Of course. Hello.
I want to just make sure that we get that plug in there because you have some things coming up.
Usually when you're doing a live and you're doing theaters, you want to say tribute artist because I don't consider myself 100% look, sound, the whole nine yards, but so I pay tribute to him. And of course, in my shows, I mention him. It's all about him, not about me.
Yeah.
I'm just a messenger.
Good. When did you first realize that this is what you wanted to do?
Okay. All right. This goes way back to when I was 3 years old. We have time. Okay. My father was a big band leader.
Yeah.
Okay. He had big bands. He had rehearsals in the house. And as a little child, I'm listening to all this beautiful music, to a 20-piece band.
Wow.
Right. And so my dad said, hey, I got some earphones for you. I'm going to listen to this guy. I put it on, it's Sinatra. And my eyes just lit up. I go, holy, that's where it started.
That's 3 years ago.
I want to do that voice. So I became a Sinatra buff since I was 5, 6, 7 years old and burned out all his records.
Now, this is a tough question because I'm sure there isn't one favorite, but do you have close to one of your favorites that...
They're all such wonderful songs. They're great writers and the whole 9 yards. I love them all. But if I had to pick one, I love romance.
Okay.
So I like to take them flying. Come fly with me. That's
the free concert you came for today. Okay.
That's my favorite.
All right. What did you start as a tribute singer, or did you just start to sing?
No, actually, I sang in a family group. We started barbershop, and we worked at Disneyland for the summer. We were the Dapper Dans, bicycle built for 4.
Okay.
We were there for like 2 weeks in the summer as the Dapper Dans. And that's how I actually got started doing this. Of course, I got started earlier singing in clubs and stuff with my dad in his bands. I grew up with his bands, and I would sing in his bands all the time. But my family group is when we got together. Then we started, we all played musician. We were all musicians. I played trumpet. They said, we can't use a trumpet. We need a bass player right here. So I started out playing bass. And we, like the Osmonds, we became the Allens. And my dad took us to Seymour Heller and Associates, who managed Liberace, and they fell in love with us. And so they started recording us. And Mike Curb came in Mike Curb ran the Osmonds at the time. He came in, saw us, and said, hey, let's put a record together written by the Osmonds, a song written and played. So we recorded it, and it became a hit back in the 70s called High Tide, written by the Osmonds, and he put us on the Motown label.
Wow.
So I could literally say, I'm a Motown recording artist.
Who's never been to Detroit.
But, it's fantastic, But no, I started out very young as singing. But getting to Frank, I started singing, like I said earlier, I sang for the Hollywood, the stars of Hollywood.
Yeah.
I knew an agent who knew everybody in Hollywood. And I would do all their corporate stuff. In other words, they would do the big shows. They'd come out having the drinks. I'm the guy singing with my trio, quartet, and I sounded like Sinatra. So that's why they all liked me.
Yeah.
Hey, he sounds like Sinatra. We like him.
Now, you sung with big bands and trios and probably just piano player. And
Most of my
stuff.
life.
Yeah. So which is there a preference that you like? Do you like big band? Do you like an orchestra? Do you like, just a little jazz trio?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
When you're on a stage and there's a live band behind you and they're kicking like crazy, you're just going, yeah. Now, my dad knew Count Basie. He played with Harry James, Count Basie, all them, and we would come to Vegas. He'd sub. They would call him. He'd sub, and I got to be behind the stage. I saw Count Basie 7 times, behind the stage. They were very famous. They were with all the famous people in our day when we were children. But he would. I'd come to Vegas, and that's how I was raised with that. And to see Count Basie and behind the stage going, yeah,
it's got to be so exciting.
Harry James was standing right there. I played trumpet when I was a kid. There he is.
How'd you feel? I mean, how do you feel? I mean, I'm not a performer, but I do get on stage, and I know how I feel. But as a performer, getting on stage in front of, and I'll ask you, what's the biggest crowd you've ever played for? Although with the lights on, it doesn't matter because you can't see anybody.
Right, you can't see anything. Right.
But I mean, how do you feel? What's going on?
You get the standard butterflies. You go, okay, as long as you got your act together, it doesn't matter. You go walk on. Okay, let's do it. Well, the moment you walk on that stage, it's a done deal. I mean, you're just like, okay, let's take charge. Let's do this. But it's an exciting feeling, especially with a big band. 20 piece.
I know. I remember first. Well, I won't get into what I remember, but because it's all about you right now. And what I want to find out is what you have going on that you want to talk about.
Okay. Well, right now, July 13th, the Italian American Club. I got Frank, Sammy, and Dean, and these guys are I worked with them for 22 years now. Top in the world. I mean, these guys, Andy Domino as Dean, Lambestein as Sammy. And to me, to work with these guys on a stage, they're naturally them. They walk in, well, there's Dean, there's Sammy. I mean, it's natural. And to work with them on the stage is so exciting because it's like, it's like being there, when they were the real.
I can imagine.
It's so much fun with these guys. They make it fun. And everybody else does too, but I'm just saying, the three of us, it's just magic.
I know. I can imagine.
So that's July 13th, Italian American Club, dinner and show. It's going fast. I just heard we sold 32 tickets yesterday by one person. Nice.
Thanks, Dad.
But it's going to sell out. It's going to sell out quick.
Right. Anything else before we wrap up? Because I want to have you back for part 2 of this wonderful talk that we've had. My listening anyway. What else? Anything else you want to just?
That's for Las Vegas. Of course, I'm going to be doing shows. I'm going to be 6 weeks in Indiana. Shipshewana. Where in the heck is that? That's 2 hours outside of Chicago,
Jeez.
But we'll be doing shows every day except for Sunday. 1 show a day.
If you're in Shipshewana,
Indiana.
Listen, Gary, I appreciate you being here. Love it. Hope to have you back real soon.
Thanks for having me.
Gary Anthony, Evan Davis, Vegas Voice, Celebrity Corner, saying see you next time.